I was once upon a time Chunky Pandey.
Ah.
Then I became Ananya Pandey's father.
Yeah.
And now I'm Bhavna Pandey's husband.
Husband, yeah.
You know, there are times where we go out and people say, "Sir, can you take a photo with your wife?" And they don't want me in the photo.
Oh, sweet.
You've heard of reverse nepotism?
I'm hearing of it now.
You've heard of nepotism, right?
I've
Where
heard
an
of
actor's kid becomes an actor. But I've suddenly found since my daughter's become an
She's
actor.
become huge so fast. Not
Thank you, touch wood. It's all blessings. So since she's become a star, I've been getting a lot of work and I'm quite surprised. I know I'm feeling very jealous here. You're in half chaddi and I'm in full pant and you're wearing my uniform.
I was with a certain political party, but now they moved to long pants. So I was thrown out. Because I only came because of the shorts.
Sure. You know about this Karl Marx's sister who won 7 gold medals?
Okay, this is a setup. Okay, let's go.
You don't know?
Karl Marx.
I had a sister who had won 7 gold medals.
The way this sounds like a Parsi gag now. The way you're setting it out.
No,
like
her name was Anya. Her name
Oh.
was Anya. That's why even today when they start a race, they say on your marks. You all believed it, na?
Okay, here with the one and only Chunky Pandey. Chunky,
Hello.
so
Hi.
nice, bro. So nice to have you. We had you earlier, not unfortunately, but it was pandemic, so we had you on the small screen. So we thought
This is going to run in the theatres?
this is this make me look stupid all the time. Yeah, fair enough. So we want to do justice to you,
Okay.
and we thought that we have to get him properly on the show in the flesh, not just on a comp.
70 mm.
70 mm, we can see the pants, everything else.
I know I'm feeling very jealous here. You're in half chaddi and I'm in full pant and you're
Well,
wearing my uniform.
I was with a certain political party, but now they moved to long pants. So I was thrown out. Because I only came because of the shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah. Don't you feel this long pants are overrated in Indian heat and all that?
It's not worth wearing long pants. Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Yeah, you just get them dirty on the road and I love the air flowing between my legs. And
Yeah. And considering it's that air flowing also is coming at a premium now. So you have to be careful. Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of which, every day the swimming continues, right?
Absolutely 1.2 kilometers a day.
Wow. And you're looking pretty fit, as the years roll by.
It's the Botox.
Is it?
I'm joking. No, it's just swimming, a lot of vitamin C and just laughing away always.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm in bed and laughing and my wife wonders why.
Oh, I thought
She
you were
gets-
alone. Because normally I only laugh when I'm alone. Sorry.
I mostly do.
Yeah.
But then she sometimes wonders if I'm laughing at her, but I'm not. I'm actually just laughing about myself and stupid things which I do in life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that keeps me
Like
very
this
happy.
podcast.
Like this podcast.
How do you explain it?
How did I say yes to
I
this?
don't know. There's no sense to it. It doesn't help your career in any way.
And you're not even paying me.
We're not paying you. And it's inconvenient time. It's your swimming time. It's the middle of the day. Neither here nor there.
Absolutely.
I apologize. But you mentioned Bhavna, your wife. And my daughter Maya is a huge fan.
Of my wife?
Yeah, of that damn show, that Bollywood Wives show.
Bollywood Wives.
And she loves them. And is there any way that Bhavna can send a message to Maya? Please.
Of course, Bhavna's in Paris right now.
Yeah.
She's
When's the
gone-
next? She wanted to know when the next season.
Okay, so next season we've shot for it and it's coming out, I think, in the next few months. Yeah. So it's going to be out. But look at me. I was once upon a time Chunky Pandey. Then I became Ananya Pandey's father.
Yeah.
And now I'm Bhavna Pandey's husband.
Husband, yeah.
You know, there are times where we go out and people say, "Sir, can you take a photo with your wife?" And they don't want me in the photo.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, she has become quite popular with this show.
Can I tell you something? Okay, I think of myself as quite the male. There are few of us left, like the sports, scratch myself in public, burp, that kind of thing.
Fart.
But that comes with the that even the females do, by the way.
Alright, lots.
Marriage has changed everything. But the thing is that this show, Bollywood Wives, so I was saying, Maya, like, why, what is, I couldn't bear the idea of Bollywood Wives. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then I sat and watched. Chunky, I'm a fan. I got to tell the truth, bro. It just gets to you. I don't know why. It's just a ridiculous show, but it just hooks you.
It's absolutely
We're
ridiculous.
discussing friggin' jewelry in Dubai, and male macho Cyrus is like, yeah, that's an interesting topic. I don't know how that happens, but it actually happens.
But so they have a lot of male viewership. I must tell you this thing. I was flying Virgin Atlantic from London to New
you
York.
and Virgin, Chunky.
But I was flying it.
Yeah.
Only time I met a Virgin.
Yeah.
Atlantic. Okay.
Was it in business class?
I was
Those
in-
guys don't get any.
It's called upper class.
Upper class, yeah.
Okay, fine. So I get onto the plane and this beautiful blonde air hostess comes and
Bhavna, please listen. Huh?
yeah, Bhavna's listening. Bhavna hears all my interviews, so I have to be very nice to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And she comes up and she was really gorgeous. blonde hair, blue eyes, green eyes, I think. And she comes up and says, Bollywood. I said, wow, man, she recognizes me. I said, yeah. Where's your wife? I said, which, what?
Wow.
Like, I wasn't even wearing a marriage ring. I said, what wife?
But you feature here and there, right? So
Yeah, so she says, aren't you from Bollywood Wives?
Wow.
And I said, wow, man. And then she called the rest of the crew and introduced me, and they made me make a video call to Bhavna.
But they didn't know you were Chunky, Chunky.
They knew Bollywood Wives, and they knew I was a husband of one
But
of
they
the
didn't know
wives.
that you were this famous actor and all that.
Famous actor, not at all.
wow.
I've made them do a video call with Bhavna. So, I mean, people are watching it all
I
over the
want to
world.
call
yeah.
with Bhavna and Maya.
You
It's
know,
not
right,
fair.
right now she's in Paris, and she must be
But
just
I'm
waking
also a
up.
virgin. Like the Atlantic. Wow, that is fantastic. I mean, that's the power of the internet and all. You have no idea.
Yeah, that show's really worked, and I mean,
But they have
I've
a
got
nice
a lot of
chemistry.
popularity because of
But
that.
Chunky, they have a nice chemistry, those ladies or whatever. They've got a nice little thing going also. It's just interesting. They're a little competitive yet friendly. You know, it's difficult to
And can I let you into a little secret?
Yeah.
Even though it's slightly scripted, but those girls are like that.
Yeah.
They are 100. You know, you can't fool the camera for a long time.
True.
You can do it for 10, 15 minutes. I can fake out here a few things.
Yeah.
But if you keep it on me for 2 hours, I'll come out in my chaddis.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping. And that will bring the sponsors.
Cyrus, I'm not wearing underwear, so don't make me do that.
I know, Baba. I woke up with you. Come on. Bhavna's in Peru or something, right?
Paris.
Oh, Paris, as in France. Okay.
Yeah, because my daughter is walking the
Ramp.
Paris fashion show. Yeah, she's at the Paris
At that
Fashion
big
Week.
Fashion week in Paris.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, she's.
How does that happen?
So
So
she's
Bollywood's
doing
become that big that they want our... Oh, because we buy stuff also.
Yes.
important, yeah.
So she's working for an Indian designer, and
With a French name?
no, it's a very Indian name.
Yeah. Is it Sudhanshu Parekh?
No, it's Rahul.
Rahul?
Yeah, Rahul Mishra.
Rahul.
Yeah,
Rahul
Rahul.
Mishra. Yeah.
And it's for the Couture Fashion Week. So, you know, it's a big thing here.
Yeah.
And she was representing the country, and she looked beautiful, and people loved it.
But you know, the funny thing is, I was thinking that VJs was like the most stupid profession. You just stand in front of a TV and say rubbish or just present something for 10 seconds. Acting, you got to, you know, lines, there's performance, there's emotion, there's whatever. So, but below that, I would think is modeling on a ramp. Because you basically just walk. I mean, how can you F it up? I was thinking, if I'm a male model, they put me in a shirt and pant or whatever, and they say, go there. And you only have to remember to turn around and come back. That's the order. I mean,
But I've done it. I've had wardrobe malfunctions because I was a model before I became.
you were?
Yes, absolutely. And someone pulled a prank on me and told me, like, you know, okay, so the next entry, don't wear shoes and go here. So I went bare feet, and the
where's your designer or whatever?
and Lubna was the choreographer.
Lubna Adams.
Lubna nearly had a heart attack when I came on with those. I was wearing a 3-piece suit and bare feet there. And I actually got an ovation for it because people like the look. Yeah. So sometimes these wardrobe malfunctions do help, but believe me, going in front of a crowd is very unnerving.
But when you say wardrobe malfunction, we thought, you know,
Nahi,
would be
pant वैंट नहीं
exposing a delicate part.
I could have done that also, gone without trousers. And
Wow. It's just a matter of time. Have you watched a show called Big Boss? All these things happen. Yeah.
you know, they keep calling me on Big Boss, but I just can't go on it because I have a problem. I can't share a bathroom with anyone.
I had the same. I went on the damn show. I had the
You
same
did?
problem.
Yeah. You went on the digital
So
version, right?
here's the technique. You go at 4:30 in the morning. You don't have a watch, but really early. You get the toilet to yourself.
And you have to clean it?
Yeah. Well, Pooja, who was my boss in the end, she took toilet duty. But she's crazy about doing cleaning things. So I had to just pretend. So I was like the French maid who's wearing this outfit and doing this acting and all that. But yeah, we'll clean the toilet, yeah. But you get used to it. It's okay.
Absolutely not.
Where my career was going, it's a way. Look up, yeah. It's all
look
good.
up.
Yeah. By the way, do you know that in places like Australia, the highest thing that you can get for minor jobs is toilet cleaning. Like if McDonald's is $10 an hour, toilet cleaning is like $30 an hour.
So people opt for it.
Desis. See, we look at the bottom line. We're smart that way. Yeah. Lots of desis. A lot of
3
Europeans
times.
say no and all.
3 times more.
3 times more.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And have you ever cleaned a toilet?
I'm migrating.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope there are enough toilets for the two of us. We'll fly Virgin Atlantic coming soon. Yeah.
We'll only use it, mess it up, and
Yeah,
clean it.
yeah. Or just shut it so you don't clean it. Just lock it from outside.
Lock it from
It's
outside.
very, very fascinating. So, Big Boss?
Yeah, so they keep calling me every year, and if they allow me my own toilet, and of course, if they let me smoke. And if
No, they let you smoke. There's a smoke
they
room.
let you, okay.
Yeah.
And if they let me carry my mobile phone.
But that they can't do, no? Because then you talk to the outside world and all that. That's
And
not allowed.
if I can carry my maid also with me.
Okay, now you're pushing it. Okay, you got this big boss is Chunky Pandey's house nearby. He's just a neighbor. He's got nothing to do with the show. Chunky ka ghar hai.
You'll come and visit me.
Yeah, but you appreciate in 2 days everything, brother. Everything.
Yeah, I'm too pampered. I can't do it. I can't do
God,
it.
and I can't do anything. I'm the male with no skills, including in bed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, might as well be honest now. Yeah.
You actually go to sleep in bed?
I don't even know when it's over. I'm that old now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, but really, honestly, I can't.
It's
cook.
like, is it in? Is it over?
In. Why be so positive? Is it out? Where is it? Being's taking long now, Baba. What are you talking about? You're a little older than me.
No, but
hoping
I
you could
believe there are
explain
guys who have to, so that they don't pee on the shoes, they have to take Viagra for that also.
it. Yeah. Well, it's called hanging. You've got to hang for much longer than in the old days. I think in the old days, when you were young, young guys don't even understand. You just pee and you go back to the thing and off you go. Now we've got to have that waiting period and you hope you've crossed that line. Am I right?
Yes.
Where the shoe incident, as you said, or the stain in the pant or something will happen later because you see.
Yeah, but I'm good because I swim, so I think
That's when you pee, huh?
Yeah,
Otters Club, send a
absolutely.
notice. Chunky Pandey is just 5 minutes away from the club. Yeah. But,
They don't have to call water tankers.
but listen, everybody pees at some point in a pool, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have as a kid, but not anymore.
It's okay, Chunky. Now, on a bad day, if there's nothing else to do, it gives you comfort, let's go for
Yeah,
it.
it's too cold to get out
I mean,
and go back in.
it's called freestyle.
Yeah, it's called
Allows you to do
freestyle.
anything. Yeah. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the career for a second because you reinvented yourself on OTT. We've discussed this a little bit.
Which
in the
career?
last
Whose
time.
career? My career.
Don't do acting. You're acting.
Okay, so I'm going through a phase called reverse nepotism. You've heard of reverse nepotism?
I'm hearing of it now.
You've heard of nepotism, right?
I've
Where
heard
an
of
actor's kid becomes an
Yeah.
actor, but I've suddenly found since my daughter's become an
She's
actor.
become huge so fast. Not
Thank you, touch wood. It's all blessings. So since she's become a star, I've been getting a lot of work and I'm quite surprised. So I'm actually loving it. I'm loving the attention and I think it's the proudest feeling here, I have never enjoyed my success so much as I've enjoyed hers. Like her films working, her appreciation. It's maybe I was too busy working when it all
I
happened. for
love
me.
the reverse nepotism. Ananya goes for a script reading. They're like, Ananya, please. They're dying for her to do the film. And
Hey, we'll give your father a role also.
Yeah. No, she says, you know my conditions.
Baap ko
But
role
sir,
de do.
it's only female cast. I don't care. He'll wear a wig.
He'll dress in drag and he'll come.
You think she'll ever push for you, actually?
But she keeps saying like,
Must be quite protective in her own way. You won't even know.
yeah, I mean, we've done one film together.
Yeah.
That film exactly didn't do very well.
Yeah.
Where I actually played her father. It was a film called Liger.
Is that awkward when you're on set?
Actually we were trying to outdo each other.
Oh.
I said, देख तेरा बाप कौन है मैं तेरा acting में बाप हूँ. But yeah, we've done a couple of shows together where we've gone on as guests together and stuff. It's great fun. I mean, but she'll always be my baby. Yaar. I mean, she'll always get the upper hand.
I think I saw somewhere, was it her? Somebody said that Chunky is a notorious conjuice. And I bring this up because I'm also known to be a notorious conjuice. So I felt very happy.
Yeah, you didn't even offer me coffee, so I got my own coffee.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because it says Starbucks branding, but we don't know
What's inside? Na?
Yeah.
No, there's coffee and it's Starbucks beans which I have in my house, and I have a Starbucks machine which I stole from Starbucks.
Right.
Didn't steal the machine, but they gifted it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because big
Why
loyal.
would they gift it to you, Ananya?
They want Ananya to drink Starbucks.
Yeah. Wow, don't say that. They'll keep that clip. Next thing we know. Yeah. But, yeah, so the father-daughter thing, when you're acting, how does it work? Does it help to actually be father-daughter? Or is it awkward? Because there's strange lines that you don't say to her, really.
Yeah, because see, I'm a very paranoid father. I've been, I used to go and check at night if my kids were breathing. My wife thought I was
that way?
totally crazy. I was.
Oh, I thought boys and dating and that kind of thing.
No. Boys date. I feel bad for the boys they date, because I know what my girls are.
Yeah.
They are taskmasters.
Now they'll be intimidating with the big stars and all that. I mean, I can understand the males.
No, it's not that. It's just that I've pampered them so much. And I've always told them that if you get a guy, he's got to be better looking than me. He's got to be better than me. And I've tried to give them everything possible. The best
Chunky, I'm
holidays.
married, yeah.
You're married?
Too bad, yeah. I wish. Too late we got this information. Damn it.
हमको लड़का लड़की दोनों पसंद है.
अच्छा मेरे उम्र में सब ठीक है.
So I've always pampered the girls, and of course I've been a little strict with them as to,
I can't believe that.
no, strict as to, like, you have to finish the food on your plate. You have to shut the lights off when you leave a room. These kind of basic things.
That's very middle class. I love that.
Yeah, because I was brought up like this.
I'm a light shutter myself. I'm a big fan. Conjuice light shutter. Two things in common.
Absolutely. Save your money. Learn how to handle
See
your
that
money.
switch and you have to, and nobody's under the fan. You go, right? You have to go. Yeah.
And I've always told them, you've got a rich father. So actually, so did I.
Oh, we'll talk about them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just these are kind of things. And of course, I think the biggest gratification for me and Bhavna is when people meet our kids outside and they say, your kids are so nice. They come up and say hello and they're very well mannered. I think that's the biggest thing for a parent. Yeah.
Very well mannered, but I tried to say hi to Ananya once at some function and I tried to open with the wrong line saying, I know Chunky, but she was getting that all the time, right? Every second motherfucker saying, I know Chunky or I know your dad, whatever. So it's like dong, dong, bouncing off her head.
Was
So-
she bad to you?
No, she wasn't bad, but she was just, there were too many people.
Oh,
I
God.
couldn't make my presence felt.
Oh, God.
I don't look like Milind Soman. No? You got to be one of those 1 in a million guys, then the girl looks at you for a second. You know?
I'm going to pull her up for it.
No, don't, please don't.
I'm going to take a photograph and say, were you bad to this guy?
I know it'll be like most wanted or something. Don't do that. Yeah. So coming back to the career now, but you're doing OTT work now.
Well, I'm doing films, I'm doing OTT work, and I think I've reached a stage in my life where I can get away with anything. It's primarily because of that character I've done called Akhri Pasta. I'm a joking. So this guy has got the license to thrill. He's like Bond. Bond's got the license to kill. This guy's got the license to thrill. He can say anything and say, I'm a joking. I mean, he can announce someone's death.
Which is also the JK we use on WhatsApp, right? After you insult someone and feel bad.
Yeah.
It's the same style. Yeah.
Same style. So this is the character in Houseful. But of course, that's a comedy character. But I've been playing around a lot with these negative shades now.
Which you're wearing.
Yeah, these are orange shades.
What if they can see? These are actually yellow-orange shades.
Yeah. X-ray vision.
It's like a young Elvis.
Yeah.
Comes on. You still got the swag, right? You've got the shirt, you've got the shade, you've got the hair. You got the hair, you're so lucky.
It's this.
All your
thank
contemporaries must be hanging on to whatever they have.
God. Thank God.
Again, touch wood, yeah, I don't want to say anything bad. Really.
बाल की दुकान.
हाँ, hair jeans तो hair jeans है भाई. Like hair.
ये मम्मी के ऊपर गया. So I've been doing a lot of negative work. Not negative.
Not negative, it's...
Negative roles, like
Yeah.
the grey roles. I've just finished a Tamil film last year which did very well called Sardar. It had an actor called
This
Karthik.
is the secular India I want to grow up in. A Tamil film called Sardar.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
What more can you ask for? Brilliant film.
What's the role there?
Then I...
What are you playing?
So I play from 35 to 65.
Oh, nice.
This film is released and it's done very, very well.
Yeah.
And it's about what the problem is going to be a few years down the line, the water crisis
Ah.
all over the world. And it's a fabulous film. Yeah.
And do you speak Tamil in the film?
Not a word. But they dubbed my voice.
Hindi, English?
No. I
Oh, they dubbed the thing.
Yeah,
but
they dubbed
you,
the thing.
when you did your Bangladeshi films, you spoke Bengali.
not a word.
But you became such a big star.
Abhi Bangla
How
bole
sweetly-
kichu. No, so it's basically, I love the language. I love Tamil, the way they speak it. I love Bangla, the way they speak it. I wish I could speak it. But I have a problem with languages. I always tend to mix my languages. Whenever I get a character, like I played this...
You're a Bandra boy.
I'm a Bandra boy.
It's a hybrid language that you speak anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, only Bandra boys understand Bandra
Correct.
boys. But I have this problem, I cannot perfect things. So I always kind of cocktail them up, mix them up. And I think that makes it interesting. So when it comes dubbing a film or actually performing a pure language thing, you rather dub me out, yeah. But for that moment, of course, I pick up the language just to say the dialogues.
Wow. So you've gone down south, you've gone down east, you've obviously done a lot of Hindi films, you're back in Hindi films, you're back in OTT. Why did you do something international?
I did in
Call
Bangladesh.
Ananya.
No, I went, call Ananya. Yeah. Call my manager. No, I did. I went to Bangladesh. Come on. Can't get more international than that. Yeah. And now the people from Nepal are also calling me. I swear to
I don't know
God.
if it's woke or not. Okay.
Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing. Okay. Listen, they're all our brothers. They're all our cousins. All fine. But you're right. You do cross the border. So
The Maldivians also just called me to do a movie, but they got banned, right?
is it about a submarine or something? That's going to be a scary one. Yeah.
No, so of course, I would love to work in all the countries around India, and of course, go to Hollywood if they if they need me, they will call me.
Bro, we are what? 1 in 12 people or 1 in 10 people are Indians. They have to have us now.
Yes,
The problem
yes.
is too many desis in America who speak with American accents and all. That's why they're killing our international work.
But I'm getting a Hollywood calling very soon.
Are you serious?
I'm imagining, but
Oh, sweet.
It'll come. It's good to imagine. कोई बुला रहा है, but
Positive outlook.
I don't want to tell them you all can't afford me. I can just tell them I'm too busy to come there right now.
No, but look at the way you've lasted from the 80s, from Tezab, all these films. How many years have passed?
I'm like a dinosaur, na?
No, I don't want to keep praising you, but you look. I grew up. One of the first films I watched was yours in the 80s, and I'm thinking there's not that much difference. The hair's a little grey, but it's the same. Your look is the same. Your smile, everything is the same. There's not that much difference. Now, if you look at your contemporaries, I won't take names. Sad to say, not sad to say, but that's life. They're just very different.
I think it's, what do I attribute it? My birthday, of course. I'm born on Devanand's birthday, 26 September.
Oh, evergreen.
Evergreen, yeah. Wow. So I used to love, I still love Devanand.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think he's dead because...
Can you do respect for
मेरे को बहुत पसंद है देवानंद.
पसंद है.
I'm a bad mimic. Bad actor also.
Bad mimic doesn't like languages, doesn't want to act, doesn't want to do anything, but superstar 40 years.
40 years. Oh God, thank you for the kind words. So I don't even believe Mr. Dev Saab is dead because I've not seen his dead body. For me, he's like Elvis. He's still alive.
Wow.
He's somewhere in London and showering blessings on all of us. But of course, big fan of his, and I think I want to be like him, evergreen. Yeah.
But now both creeped out a little bit, and it's also very romantic and sweet at the same time. Because I'm wondering, you're on Hounslow or something, and suddenly, hello, Cyrus! You turn around and
James up.
Yeah, it's Chunky dressed as Devanand, just scaring the crap out of you. I'm Raju Guide. Yeah, but let's get back.
Raju Guide.
Can you do Raju Guide?
No.
Oh, come on.
I'm a very bad mimic.
Do Raju Guide in Bengali.
वो दादा मोची खा के सो जाता है.
Very nice, very nice. We don't have any Bengalis here to verify, so we'll just say great.
वो दादा क्या खोड़ता है, मोची खा के सो जाता है.
What do you think, guys? The four people in the room are going berserk. It's fantastic. It's like a Bengal tiger.
Bengal tiger. Wow.
Your assistant is the only one he's not sure whether to laugh because appraisal aayega abhi or not. Yeah. So back to the Conjuice thing.
He laugh, you cut him a check.
Yeah. Take a shot. So we're coming with the Conjuice tag. So what about this whole Conjuice tag? I saw this Sajid show also, I think, long time back.
But there's an old saying, money saved is money earned. Yeah. I mean, come on. There's no two ways to it. Yeah. But it's just that I don't know, I've always tried to save things for a rainy day, and I enjoy spending it on people I love, but there are not too many people I love, so I don't spend too much of it, and I don't spend too much on myself either, but I just want to keep it for people I love, and I feel money is a unit of energy. It is a unit of energy. You work hard, you get money.
Right.
Sometimes you're lucky, you get money.
Or you inherit money without working.
But it's energy in the end coming to you, and then you pass that energy on to people. Yeah. I just want to be full of energy all my life.
But if I ask Bhavna and Ananya and the rest of the family members and your, the brothers and all the others, what would they say? Because that's the inner circle that knows the truth. Now, let's not talk to the fan and all that.
If you ask Bhavna, she will tell you that there's no person like me because I don't even know what I have. And even what's in the safe, I never check.
No, not that way. I'm saying when you go out and all that.
Oh, when I go out.
The confused thing is about it's the middle class list that some of us have, right?
Yeah.
You look at the right side of the menu. Even your friggin' parents, your daughter's a superstar, all that, but you still,
Yeah, I look at the right side of the menu. I try to share soups in Chinese restaurants.
One by two?
One by two,
so
always.
My guy, he's my guy. 1 by 2.
But more than anything else.
I swear to me, you've done this abroad in some fancy restaurant.
I tried and they say, sir, we don't do half portions here.
This is
so, when we go on holidays, what happens? We normally go to the USA and my kids are all foodies. So is Bhavna.
Yeah.
So they get into a restaurant and they order like 40 things.
Yeah.
I don't order anything because I'm the finisher. I know because
what they waste.
What they waste is what I eat. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's how I stay healthy on the whole trip. They all put on weight and come and I'm like slim.
But does your mind, see, no matter how successful you are, and you're very successful, and you come from doctors, so, it wasn't a struggle, let's be honest, growing up. Do you start calculating when you're at the restaurant?
Yeah, but then I'm penny wise pound foolish. मैं दो कुछ बचाने के लिए ना बड़ा हाथ निकल जाता है उसमें से. Once Bhavna got me hypnotized on Melrose Avenue.
What does that mean?
Back in the days, we were in LA and she saw a few shoes in a shop which she really loved and they were expensive.
Yeah.
I said, listen, joote lagenge. I mean, joote padenge if you buy such expensive shoes. She said, no, I love them. I want to buy them. And then we went and sat in a cafe and we were having this argument, should she buy them and shouldn't she buy them? And there were these MTV guys or some, television crew there. They came and they said, please sign this waiver. Can we do a trick on you? So what kind of trick? No, we'll hypnotize you. So she says, hypnotize my husband so that he buys me these shoes.
This actually happened.
This happened. It's on TV. So they hypnotized me. Cyrus, I went back to the shop and bought 3 pairs, not 1 year. I mean, I had no money left for the trip. Yeah,
that's a crime.
She got me hypnotized in the middle of the...
They didn't pay for it.
They didn't pay for it. They were just going around with cameras trying to hypnotize people.
Right,
And
yeah.
we were having this argument about whether she should buy 1 pair. I landed up buying 3 pairs for her.
But you could have used that and got another woman on the side also, no? I'm hypnotized, man. Bhavna, I just saw this girl. I've got no control.
I thought it was you.
Like, come on, man.
I thought it was you, yeah.
Oh, let me be your life coach. Making all the wrong things. And you went and spent money.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a terrible ending to this story.
All my money. I had no money left on the
Then
trip.
who bought
I couldn't even buy an underwear on the way back.
But 3 pairs of shoes in a fancy Melrose place, what must be really expensive.
Really expensive. I mean, in those days now.
2 villages in Haryana. Just because of you. So sad. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's this thing about quitting smoking. They hypnotize you and make you forget.
Yeah, that I've heard of.
Bhavna's not allowing me to go for that.
But you have to do many sessions. It's not a 1 session thingy.
No, I believe there's this one girl in UK. One session she can zap you and you can
and you'll
forget.
never go back.
No, you'll forget you were a smoker. But the other things you might forget. That's what Bhavna's worried about.
You come back gay or something, I mean, everything has changed, Bhavna, I don't like you, I want Bhavesh. Because, I mean, it could happen, you're right. This could really... Yeah.
Variety is the spice of life.
There was, I know an Indian guy who does it. He does sessions, and you have to pay it was quite expensive per session.
That's it. It's over. We're not talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
expensive. Don't talk.
It's like psychiatry junkie. The moment they say sessions, there's no limit to it. So then you think you're going to get some sort of peace of mind. There's no real peace of mind. Every month or week you're going back. The peace of mind is the guy collecting for that 1 hour lying on the couch or whatever and saying the same things you could just say to yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tight one, yeah. So the conjuice thing has been established to some extent, but what you're saying is karma comes back to bite you.
Yeah, I'll end up spending more here. I mean, it's like how much I try to save, I try to land up spending more.
What are the kids like?
So my kids, my elder one was I want 1. Her name was I want 1. My younger one was I want 2. I want.
Yeah.
And whatever they wanted, I always gave them because girls are meant to be pampered. If you have daughters, please pamper them, keep them close to your heart, love them, and just make sure, because if you do all that, then they will find the best husbands for themselves.
I have a daughter. I have a son as well. My daughter is, I think, more comfortable with men now. Because she spends too much time with me, Kunal, the boys at the breakfast table after the gym and all in the morning. And so it's just males. I can't stand her teachers who are female. And she's become very anti-woke. I'm very worried now.
Oh God, how old is she?
17, just turned last week.
God, what a lovely age.
It's a lovely age, but I mean, she wants to try the alcohol and all this. And I'm worried. My wife's saying, first drink at home. We have all these strange, the permissive culture is also very strange, You don't know where to start or stop.
Yeah, but it's always good to be open to the kids, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking when we used to drink when I was younger, what my parents must have gone through, because the moment that suggestion happens, you're worried, right?
But you know what? This is what I'm thinking. When you talk, I said, why were we were dumb and duffers here. We had no idea. These guys have the world at their fingertip on a phone.
Yeah.
There's nothing they don't know about, and we can teach them. They can just Google it and find out. And today, to that Chat GPT, they can even give us a lecture back.
True.
So I think kids today really know what they want. I mean, in fact, sometimes I have these biggest problems with Ananya. I keep telling her, listen, I want you to do masala films. I want you to do those big commercial films,
Correct.
Dancing around, looking beautiful. She said, Dad, I'll do them, but first let me do performance films. Let me establish myself as an actor. And I say, no, you have to do this. So we have these arguments back and forth.
Not to interfere, but why does she have to do the commercial films? She's already a big name.
Because I'm from that school. I feel, to be
stay with the star.
Yeah, you have to have that star thing, and you have to have the song and the
why
music
doing a
and the
stupid
dance.
podcast?
Because I love you, and I'm doing it free.
JK.
Okay. No, I love it. I love your show. I mean, you are fabulous. You are like on my down day, I watch your show and I really laugh. Yeah.
Wow. This is from a man who was on Virgin Atlantic. Not some small guy, end of the day. Chunky, we'll take a small break because after 30 minutes we're supposed to take a break and then we'll come back.
Hello. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus is joined by his lovely wife Aisha Brocha for a Valentine's special. The episode is filled with sweet banter and love-fueled arguments. The couple shares some candid moments, laughter, and a unique take on romance. It's a heartwarming episode that captures the essence of love and laughter. On The Habit Coach, Ashton Doctor is in conversation with neuroscientist Kumar Bagrodia, founder of Neuroleap and Arkney Photo BioLife. Discover the complexities of the brain, the mind-gut connection, and the key role of sleep in cognitive health. Folks, if you like our shows, spread the word, tell your friends, and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week, Omidyar Network India, IDFC First Bank, and ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. Thank you for making this possible.
Yeah.
Let's welcome back. We've got some horrible news right now. Chunky has just told us, and I don't know if I want to share it with you, being a South Mumbaiker myself, and he's a Bandra boy. Oh, there's a place called Malad in Mumbai. I want to antagonize or polarize people, but if you've not been to Malad and you live in any other part of Mumbai, you have to understand you might as well go to Delhi. Right?
It is, right now, it is
until
far.
they connect. If they ever
until
connect,
all the connections
those
happen.
Connections, yeah.
But I'd love to see Bombay once it's at its full bloom with all these.
As a conjusi, please understand the issue. You're going to charge us for every friggin' bridge, Mr. Chunky Pandey. Then what are we going to do? You want to shoot on one day, everything, because you're going, you know.
I'll catch the metro.
The metro also they're going to charge, bro. If you change from A to B line and all that, how does that work?
Really?
It's not like a one ticket thing.
Yeah. Of course you change.
You're never going to get that one line thing unless you're lucky, you know, you go maybe Churchgate to Bandra or whatever. But it's not going to be, you're going to Malad.
Yeah.
And tomorrow you're shooting somewhere else, for example. So that whole idea, I don't know how that's going to work.
But I want to get back. I saw a photograph of Akshay Kumar in the metro. It looks so cool here. Because of course it's the fastest way to get around. And
is he also like us? Save the money?
No, Akshay is quite.
I'll just take the metro. Still charge for conveyance.
No, there it is. I know his thing. It's because of time, no?
Yeah.
Time is money for him.
Yeah.
For everyone. And of course, you move faster in it. And this peace of mind here, you're honking.
But we mentioned this. I mean, you travel the world. You go to England, London, New York, whatever. You have the CEO of Goldman Sachs. You have the Merrill Lynch, the big guns. They're all on the same subway as the McDonald's guy.
Yes.
And that's why it's successful.
Successful.
Is that going to happen in India?
I think so, yeah. Ultimately,
Is Chunky Pandey, famous star, going to really be on a public metro?
I'm
Ananya
different.
can't travel in the metro. They'll jump on her, yeah?
But I mean, of course, if you take your security team and go on, but I think it
forget
will
the actors.
come.
Okay, because they're public figures and they can't control the whatever. What about the rich, the real rich who are not public figures? Will they travel?
No, but ultimately, if you have to save time, then of course you will travel. I mean, if you realize you're going to save 2 hours a day, time saved is money earned.
Can't our ministers go by the subway? Because they take too much, the cavalcade cuts the traffic left, right and centre.
The sirens and everything.
The sirens, the red lights, all that. And there's 700 cars going with one man or 2 men or whatever. Can't they just take the subway?
I think they'll have special subways for them also.
Special subways?
I mean, like a special train you can have, yeah.
wow.
One single bogie kind of thing.
My God. What happened to what was a simple sandwich? Subway. What have we done with that character? All right, I want to go back now because I have a workout partner called Rustam, whose dad, Dr. Adi Modi. Because in the morning, I work out really early. And he was telling me, and I said, Chunky's coming on the show. And he said that, please tell Chunky Pandey that his mother worked with my father. And I said, okay, I don't know whether he'll have any idea. But apparently they went to Dubai for some refresher course or some pioneering medical course. He didn't explain it to me. And he was, Dr. Adi Modi, the Parsi fellow, was the senior surgeon.
He's a gynac?
Maybe he was a gynac. I don't know what it was.
Yes. So both my parents were doctors.
Yeah.
My dad was a heart surgeon. My mother was, she did train to be a gynac, but she never really practiced it.
Yeah.
She landed up doing obesity.
Obesity.
She started slimming people down. Wow. So she had a lot of these.
Name the Bollywood stars who have...
It started with Rekha. Yeah.
She was fat?
I mean, she was
Careful.
She was healthy. So there's a
You're
difference
Punjabi
between-
boy now. Healthy.
Healthy.
Salad. I love Rekha. This is my dream as a young man. I love Rekha so much.
and she still is. I mean, she's
But I can't imagine her fat.
healthy. There's no one who's fat.
Is there a film we can look at?
She was slightly healthy, and of course, my
Sweet
mother
boy.
helped.
That's where you get the ladies. Not an unkind word from those lips. Boys, learn. This is how chivalry is still open. Yeah.
And my mother helped her to lose weight, and of course she transformed into something very, very beautiful, and she became the Rekha then. But there were a lot of Bollywood people who came to her not only to lose weight but to even gain weight. There were a lot of people who were too slim and had to put on. So being a doctor, she could do it medically and people stayed fit with it. There was nothing too drastic like crash dieting or something like that. And she used the right medication and
Do you
everything.
know what Rekha is called in Japan?
What?
Lekha.
Why Lekha?
They can't say R.
The Japanese can't say
They
it.
say R. It's very soft R. Anyway, kill the
Lekha.
joke, but anyway, thanks, Jockey. He's having a serious conversation. He's
But
very
you-
upset linguistically. Oh, they don't know how to say R.
I thought, what lies from Thailand.
I'm playing your character.
No
JK.
battle.
Stop, bro. Some culture, we get in trouble. Good. Huge
yeah.
market there.
Yeah.
So,
But you know about this Karl Marx's sister who won 7 gold medals?
okay, this is a setup. Okay, let's go.
You don't know?
Karl Marx,
I had a sister who had won 7 gold medals.
the way this sounds like a Parsi gag now. The way you're setting it out.
No,
I feel like
her
I'm-
name was
I'm watching-
Anya. Her name was Anya. That's why even today when they start a race, they say on your marks. You all believed it? No?
Oh, brother. Learning comedy. Excellent. Superb. Anya. Superb.
On your marks.
Wow, that's super. Really great. Yeah. We should end the show here. This is like a climax. Yeah.
No, don't
Yeah.
say that.
Okay, so coming back to the question that we asked, I can't remember I asked you last time, but it's fascinating that you come from two, and both the doctors became pioneers and, very well established. I think your dad was a heart specialist.
Surgeon. Yeah.
Who did the first transplant or something?
He participated in the first heart transplant. He started bloodless open heart surgery in India. And yes, of course, he did a lot.
Of course, I've dated a few girls who were no blood in the
Heartless?
heart. Yeah, heartless completely. So I mean, no, you come from that line, not just doctors, but very super achievers, very well known in the fraternity, etc. How come the Dr. Chunky Pandey didn't happen?
I would have reduced the population of the country if I had become a doctor. I would have.
That's also a favor
I
from
would-
some. Some will think. Yeah.
No, I mean, of course, I must confess, I did try to become a doctor.
What are you saying?
Of course, I did. I got this degree.
MBBS.
MBBF, metric में बार fail.
Anya Marx gets it.
But I got a PhD.
Okay, another setup, bro. I'm listening.
Passed high school with difficulty.
See now, because you have this stoic style and all that, now I've picked it up. So now you can't get me. You got
but-
me once.
No,
Yeah.
so I am Dr. Chunky Pandey. One university did give me a doctorate.
How sweet. The honorary thing.
Honorary thing,
Wait,
yeah.
which is-
For making people laugh. So I said, le leta hai.
Did they actually?
Yeah, I actually got it on my Instagram. I'll show it to you.
Wow.
So I have a doctorate. But yeah, I did try very
If
hard.
you put it on the Aadhaar card, is that legal?
No, I can't.
The Dr. Vijay Malia got an honorary degree, for example.
Oh, yeah.
So he puts it. So why can't you?
Hey, good idea, man.
You just have to write honorary, I think, on the side.
But then they keep calling me on the plane if someone falls ill and I won't be able to do anything.
And then they recognize Bhavna Pandey's husband. And then you go through the whole thing all over again. From scratch.
Yeah. But wherever I travel with this huge war chest of medicines. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I've been stopped at so many airports, but I'm paranoid. I travel
Is it
with...
for yourself or just in case?
But in case I fall ill or the whole hotel or
you
the
can't
whole...
get abroad now. They make it do prescriptions and all.
Prescriptions and also, even if the whole hotel fell ill, I have enough medicines to cure the whole hotel.
Really?
Especially after this COVID and all. So full bindas, like lot of medicines I carry and I love it. So I also
Top
like...
5, a painkiller for sure.
Pain,
You have company.
painkiller, antacid, vitamins, then your anti-fever and everything, steroids, everything possible.
Imodium.
Imodium, yeah.
Very
if
important. Long
if you get
flights,
the
the
runs.
time travel thingy.
Yeah, if you get
Yeah.
the runs and all,
Yeah.
yeah. If you eat bad stuff. So I carry everything possible. And also carry prescriptions, which I've written myself.
But do you have the doctors?
But I'm a doctor.
But no. Do you have your dad's old book or something? How does that work? I mean, you just need that number, right? The doctor ka thingy. Yeah.
So secretly I wanted to be a doctor. I mean, obviously when I was a kid I played a lot of doctor. But
That doesn't count.
That
Chunky.
doesn't count.
How do I tell you this?
But then I grew up, I really wanted to be a doctor because my dad was my hero, yeah, and I really wanted to be a doctor. I tried hard. And this is where it comes, you just can't follow your parents' footsteps. Even though a lot of doctors' children become very successful doctors. Actors' children become very successful actors, but you have to have it in you to become that. So yeah, I landed
But
up...
what happened exactly that you didn't actually go ahead? You were struggling with the studies to some extent, but you also
Yeah,
got a
and I
break,
just
no?
couldn't get
Modeling
into...
and all started.
No, then I couldn't get into a medical college and it was very shameful. So I completed my graduation and I went to America on a free trip. Yeah. I won a I never told you this.
No.
So I won a free ticket on a Kishore Kumar show
Wow.
as a roadie, as a guy to pick up the bags and all for them.
He's performing, you're in the background.
Not background. I'm the guy who helps with all their like a roadies go now on the show, like
Yeah. The groupies.
Groupies and all.
Groupies
Yeah.
involve sexual thing. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you
These
had
are
that issue.
these are roadies.
Yeah, let's go with roadies. Yeah.
I would have loved those issues.
Man,
So-
you have to be bumped up for groupie. Kishore Da and all that. ये नहीं. लंबा बाल है, वो ठीक है, but not him.
Not him. Huge Kishore Kumar fan.
Yeah.
So that's when I went on this trip to America and I realized, being a celebrity, being an actor is a very big thing, Everything is free for you and you get all that adulation, you make money and you get to see all these beautiful countries. So all the wrong reasons I thought of. No, not thinking of talent.
I like these reasons.
Yeah, the reasons were good, but not that I want to be an actor or I'm a born actor.
The art
The
part
art
of
I
it,
was
yeah.
not thinking of. Thinking of the money I'll make and the travel I'll do. And that's what really tempted me. And then I was in LA. I'd gone to meet my cousin in a college and he was learning editing in a film college. I was waiting for him to come out. We were going for dinner. And this lady comes up to me and starts speaking to me in Spanish. Hola, hola, something. I didn't know a word. I said English. I still have a mustache. I was a little chubby then. So she says, are you an actor? So I said, no. Obviously, because I was sitting in an acting college waiting for my cousin. So she says, well, do you want to act? So I didn't know what she meant by do I want to act. Like, first time someone offered me something like that.
In Spanish, there might be, do you want to sleep with me?
That's what I
You
figured.
gotta understand cultures. Yeah.
That's what I figured. No, but she was speaking in English finally. Then she told me, shave your mustache, lose a little weight and come and meet me. She gave me a card. Now I took a card and my cousin came out. We went for dinner and I was laughing and saying, some dame offered me. She told me, come and audition for me. I gave the card. He says, shit, she's a very big casting director. Now that put a seed into my mind. I said, if someone can find me interesting there, in Hollywood,
With no
in LA,
Godfather, no connection.
this is LA.
Why didn't you take that forward?
So then I said, this area is too big. First time I'm coming to America. What can I do? Let me go home and try. So I went back home and that's what, when I started training, it took me, this happened when I was
Let go of
19.
this opportunity. I mean, you could have gone back anyway.
I could have,
So you never called her.
Never called her back and I came and
You lose 2 kilos, shave the mustache, 10 days later you call her, man.
I
Come on.
should have called her.
Your mom's a dietitian, all in the bag.
Actually, I came back to train and go back, but then I just hung around.
Do you have the card? You won't have the card.
No, but this is really how it all
Ananya
happened.
can call her daughter, who's still this big shot agent,
Yeah.
and say, my dad refused, but I'm carrying on the
I'm
legacy.
carrying on the legacy.
Wow. How amazing. She would have been a Hollywood actor. You never know. Because she liked you
Yeah.
without any reason. So that means
Just sitting there, she
yeah.
told me come and audition for me. So I said, if someone outside can think I'm capable, let me go home and try. So it took me 3 years, Cyrus, both Papad
What do you do in
Bole,
those 3 years?
Like I trained like horse riding, fighting, dancing. I went to every acting class possible. That's when I met Akshay.
Yeah.
So when I was graduating,
time?
he was very young. At 15, 16, he had come to train.
Wow.
So I used to, so the seniors have to train the juniors. So I
you bully
trained
him?
him. No, didn't bully him. But I knew this guy will make it because he had the looks then also. And I trained him. So that's why the first 10 films which he did were not very good. Because he realized that he had done the wrong training with me. So he untrained himself. And that's when he became Akshay Kumar.
Okay.
So that's why if anyone listening to me out there, don't ask me for advice. Don't make me train you because, of course, you may become
You're
Akshay
saying all
Kumar.
that, you have arguably one of the most successful, offsprings in the business.
That I reproduced.
So how does that happen?
I didn't produce, I reproduced that.
Yeah, you did reproduce. Somebody trained her, right? Plus, there's DNA.
Yeah, DNA. It's good genes
Yeah.
working.
But as you find out, Bhavna's also got a great talent, which in the second half of her career seems to be coming out.
But she was a VJ when we got married. She was on B4U channel.
She was before you.
Yeah, she was like a full-on VJ. She did modeling. So she had that kida, when she got married. After Ananya,
So why
she
did she
did all
stop?
that.
Because
Then she started doing
You
a
forced
few
her?
other businesses. Then she started her own brand, which she sold now to a
Right,
Spanish
right.
company. So
worth millions and millions of dollars. That's why Chunky has 11 car cavalcade when he comes in.
11
Then he comes in the smallest car at the back, so you recognize him, right?
yeah. I travel only in a
By the way, you
Innova.
self-drive, right?
Not at all.
Then what were they saying? The parking issue. If there's a guy driving, what is the parking issue?
No, but then he has to stand here and give my coffee and all. It's the same guy.
Oh, okay. So your parking issue is for your chauffeur.
Yeah.
That's really the rich being mean, honestly.
Because my chauffeur's my boy also.
Yeah. It's Sanju. Why have 5 people? You do everything, beta. Security, karate class. Excellent.
My lift man also.
Very important. Very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so coming back to this whole thing, so right now, is there anything releasing?
Well, I've just finished a film with Neena Gupta and Rakul Preet.
I love Neena Gupta.
Yeah?
I love Neena.
Yeah, she's hot, yeah.
Yeah.
She's still hot.
Okay, let's stop talking like that. We sound creepy. But she's very pretty.
She has something beautiful about her.
Yeah, I just like her personality a lot. I don't know why. I just like her. Huh.
Yeah, there's something really, and she's glowing all the time.
Yeah.
I love her too. So I just finished this film called Amiri, where it should be releasing soon. It's a very interesting thing. I can't reveal the plot much, but it's about rich guys who have.
Can you just tell us? Are you playing the good character this time?
You cannot make out whether he's good or bad, but he's Amiri himself. He's the rich guy who's got these two lovely maids in his house, and the story.
No, I'm getting a very strange feeling to this story. So this Amiri guy's really having a good time. How come there are no males?
And Neena Gupta is one of the maids.
Wow, and Rakul Preet
Is
the
the
other
other
one.
maid.
Yeah, chunky Bhavna, you sent to Paris. Ananya's busy working, and this is what you're doing. My God, man.
This called Made in Heaven.
Write your book, for God's sake, Mr. Made in Heaven. You'll have lots of people who want to buy this one.
Yeah, so this is the film. Then I've done a very interesting show which is going to be coming out. It's called Industry. And it's about the film industry.
What are you saying?
It's made by the TBF guys.
Yeah.
And it's not the industry.
It's a parody?
No, it's not a parody. It's a real story.
Okay.
It's the story of the
It's the
industry.
pictures guys and all, no?
Yeah, same guys. And it's told through the eyes of a writer, a struggling writer. And it's not the industry we see in Bollywood, like the great,
Glamour thingy.
It's the Lokhandwala industry.
The
real, where it all happens.
Where I stand with my tight t-shirt looking for work.
Where it all starts. I mean, that is Genesis, what you call Genesis.
Correct.
And this film, this show is
So
based there.
he's a writer who's not made it.
You have to see it. I mean, it's fantastic.
Are you the writer?
No. I'm playing one character in it. But I play a character which is... I've seen these characters, what I'm playing. Way back in the 80s and 90s, these characters did exist. I believe 1, 2 are still around. So I play like a producer. I can't tell you much. But yeah, watch it. It's.
So you're saying the same 80s and 90s guy, the real guy, is still around doing the same stuff.
Same jugaad.
Yeah. But obviously not really making it. After
You
so many
watch
years.
it. So it's fun. So this is.
Man, look at the stuff you're doing. You have great fun.
Then I've just finished another show called Donali. Donali is the double barrel gun.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's a dacoit drama. I'm not a dacoit, but it's based in 1962 in the Chambal.
Right.
Where these two city slickers have got stuck with these dacoits.
You're one of the city slickers.
I'm one of them. And
Who's the other one?
Divendu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too good. What an actor.
So you two guys with a bunch of dacoits.
Dacoits.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's a treasure hunt, basically.
It's a great premise. I love the
Yeah,
idea.
it's
The city guys stuck with all these rustic background and
and they're all killing each
nothing
other.
in common.
Yeah. And
So I take it that's a comedy.
that
It's
is,
a darkish comedy.
yeah, it's a darkish comedy, and like it's fun. It's a laugh riot, and it's very interesting.
Chunky, you're working as much as your daughter.
Maybe busier.
Yeah.
I'm a joke.
Nanya, in your face.
Then let me think.
Original Pandey, OP.
Then we're starting Houseful 5 this year in June. Yeah,
Will that
starts.
really happen?
It's on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And
You play the same character?
I did shoot something else also just now. Yeah, I shot a film for YRF with Anupam Kher and with your friend Kunal. Yeah. Yes, called Vijay 69.
It released, no?
No.
Not released yet.
It's going to come.
I know that story vaguely, but we shouldn't tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm playing a Parsi. Yeah.
You're playing Parsi and you shot in some of the South Bombay.
Yeah, in
sites.
Karagat colony.
Karagat
colony.
Let's hear a Parsi accent. If you remember any lines, 2, 3 of those lines.
Hey, you really want me to talk like a Parsi?
Oh my God.
No, it's not
You
like
get hate
that.
mail for that, bro.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's very different. It's very different. It's very authentic, and he's the director is very good. Yeah.
See, Parsis in Hindi is a different thing. From my family, that generation, maybe not this one, that's very different because they use the right word in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Like my mother's side, my father's side would say things like, if the car stopped, they'd say things like, "Piche se dabao."
Piche se dabao.
Yeah, so the context would always be wrong. And
No, so this character is like that.
He has
So
no-
I was just having fun.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm very bad with accents. I always screw them up. But yes, this character is not very. He looks Parsi, but he has this kind of quirky way of talking. The one which you were talking about, Piche se dabao types. Yeah.
Don't ask me twice.
Don't ask
I'm
me
ready,
twice.
chunks. But what about Anupam? And you worked with arguably India's unknown diamond, Kunal Vijayakar.
Yes,
Who's
yes.
very intolerant of doing second takes and all that. So how was that?
He gave about 32 takes in one shot.
Yeah, he can't learn lines. I should have warned you all. Did you
No,
give
no,
him
he's
lines?
very
Don't
good.
give him lines.
No, he was very good. Very
Yeah.
good. He plays a patient. So we were very patient with him.
Yeah. How's Anupam to work with?
Outstanding. I mean, I've done so much work with Anupam. Yeah? We've done Tezab together. We've done Khilaf together. Lots of films together. And we've done a crazy film where we shot in Thailand together. We had such a great time. It was called
I
Insania.
can imagine, boys.
I and Anupam have shot all over the world. I've shot with him in Nepal also. I'd gone to shoot with him once. But yeah, he's great. I mean, he's so energetic, and he's one actor who gives you so much that you bounce back with a performance. So it's like, if
He's
you're...
also all over, no? He's done everything. Like he's all over the world, literally.
He's unbelievable. I've always been a fan of, people want to be superstars. I've always wanted to be Kader Khan. I wanted to be Anupam Kher. I wanted to be Shakti Kapoor. I wanted to be Amrish Puri because I love the body of work these guys have done.
True.
They've done everything. They've done every character possible.
Call Anupam now on this
Bowman, look at Bowman.
Yeah.
I mean, I would,
He's overworking.
even if I can do 10% of what these guys have done, I feel I've achieved.
You've done a lot. Don't you? How
But
dare you
not-
say that? Should I? If you have the bibliography, put on the screen.
No,
You know how much he's done.
But I'm a little more exclusive than them.
Yeah.
No, but they've done so much work and I love it. Yeah. I mean, when I was young, I used to love Mahmood. I used to love character actors more than I loved the heroes and I used to love villains. So yeah, I want to be like one of them. Yeah.
You mentioned Kishore Kumar. So did you actually interact with him?
I'm so lucky. He sang 2 songs for me.
Wow. Which ones?
Paap Ki Duniya.
We can't sing because of copyright.
Paap Ki Duniya, Main Tera Tota. There's a song
That sounds vulgar.
Main Tera Tota,
How
tu
dare you say
meri main.
What do you
So,
mean?
yeah.
Sang to you means you were
No,
hanging
sang
around?
for me, playback singing.
Oh, playback.
Yes,
Yeah.
not sang for me.
But when you were the nobody kid in the background, how was it to work with?
Sorry?
When you were just the guy with the bags in the
Acha,
background.
carrying in
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Oh, I was having a blast, yeah.
But did he interact with you?
Yes, he did. And then he actually sang for me. So it was like the greatest achievement. I mean, I'm blessed that I've got a chance to lip sync his songs here. Kishore Kumar. 2 songs he did, yeah.
So later on when he lip syncs your song, did you remember this guy is the guy in the background who was on a tour with me?
Yeah, I'd gone to meet him when he was singing my song. And
Yeah.
yes, he remembered, yeah.
He did?
He did very well, yeah. He
Excellent.
did, yeah.
I
He
will
was a
always-
great guy, yeah.
I know, I wish, but we
He
never
was-
got to.
I mean,
he
but one
passed
piece
too
in the
early.
world, yeah. He was unique.
Unbelievable.
So
What
talented.
talent, Baba. Sometimes you don't want to be in the business when you hear these kind of guys. No? I mean, could do everything.
Everything.
Is it true he once drove away when the director told him, you keep driving and,
He never came back.
he drove from Lonavala to Bombay apparently.
Yeah.
He just kept
And then
driving.
he went for the song recording and he asked his secretary, has the producer paid money?
Yeah.
Should I start singing? He said, but you're the producer.
Oh, he refused to sing. He said, I won't sing till the producer pays it. So, sir, tu hi producer hai.
Then he sang.
Wow, superb.
Yeah, but if you're not quirky and you're not a little crazy, you can't be an actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was the best.
But you need chamchas. Chunky, do you keep chamchas with you?
Huh?
When you go in public, do you have a couple of chamchas with you?
I can't afford them.
So I remember, no. I remember when we were much younger and we were very happy to see you at parties and all that. And since you're always one of those actors who's very affable and you can approach him. There's some of them you get scared, you don't want to get close. Chunky's always like friendly and also but there was always 3-4 guys hanging around you. We don't know who they are.
Even I didn't know who they were. Maybe they were hanging around to get
So I
clicked.
always thought that as you become famous, you need 3-4 guys. It's like a little band that's going on who have nobodies actually, but they just stand intimidating guys. They're like they want to be chunkies. They have the hair. They're vaguely, somewhere in that look, but not really. It's like the bad chunkies and the original, right there in the middle.
I was so happy. Like in the days when I came, people had the Chunky Pandey hairstyle, like the long hair and the shirts which I wore. and
Dhoni brought it back in a sense.
the
Mahendra
long
Singh
hair.
Dhoni, that long hair with the
straight hair.
the
Yeah, he
straight hair
straightened
which
his
went
hair
to the
out. Yeah.
collar. That what we call the Mumbai Lafanga road type.
But I'll always be in long hair. I love my long hair.
Just
yeah.
lucky.
I get
Anupam Kher
depressed.
loved his long hair, but so it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. So
Huh.
I hope it stays with me forever. Yeah.
Now it won't go. It's that point between 40 and 50 where it starts completely disappearing, and now it won't go. You're safe.
After 60, it doesn't go.
Of course not. Have you met anyone with hair after 60 who starts suddenly losing hair?
No.
It's just the way it is. It gets a little thinner here and there. That's it. Don't worry. I speak because I'm younger.
Yeah. But I put coconut juice in my hair sometimes when I find
They
it.
say if you take the sperm of a bullfrog and rub it and you get your wife to rub it, on her hair. Obviously, don't tell her what it is. Just say, Baba gave it to you in the market. And rub it.
Oh, the sperm of the bullfrog.
Sperm of the
Who
bullfrog.
shagged the bullfrog?
See, bro, there's directions. We have to Google it, okay? It's a little, because you have to turn on the bullfrog. It's not that easy. Bullfrogs are touchy guys. You can't just give you his sperm. You got to do a little Kishore Kumar song. You got to probably dress up, all that.
Then you have to massage it.
You got to massage something else, and then take out the sperm. Then get the wife to put it on your and she has to rub it lovingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she has to be your wife.
Well, I can ask my wife, but I don't know. She may not appreciate it.
I'm just asking. It's fabulous.
The things we have to do.
But it works.
So this Imran Khan story that we once worked with Wasim Akram for a long time, and he was telling us a story about how Imran came back after many months or whatever with a full shock of hair. So obviously he had one of those first guys to do that thing, transplant. So they used to call him Skipper, right? He said, Skipper, क्या हुआ? बाल बहुत बढ़िया है. Well, Wasim, it's just I went to a barber in India and he put some oil in my hair and it grew. And then he walks off. And they all looking like, and then Wasim was saying, what does he think? We're really 5-year-olds? He went to India, some barber. Exactly the bullfrog story. And a full 40-year-old man has full hair again.
Full made of hair.
Well, they can't say anything, but skip or skip. Let Skipper go. Yeah. I love these stories, bro. But Chunky, we have
But
to
you heard
end.
that bal bach gaye joke?
Yeah. No, I like the Johnny Lever. Say it.
No, but it's still non-veg. I can't see
You
it.
can say it. We've said everything now. Bullfrog sperm, man. For God's sake. Come on. Yeah. Say it.
This guy going in the car and there was his girlfriend was kind of being nice to him, had gone down to check the gears out.
Okay.
And then they got into an accident and the car banged into a tree and then other car came and said, oh shit, you're so lucky to be alive. He says, baal bach gaye, baki sab gaya. This is a very non-veg joke. He said, oh ji, aap baal bach gaye. He says, baal hi bache, baki sab gaya.
I'll explain that. Only thing left is the hair.
Yeah.
For those who don't understand.
Yeah.
So basically, don't do any untoward things in a speeding car.
That's
the
yeah.
lesson.
You're not supposed to.
And if you do, make sure you're not having an affair. We have to explain that now. Yeah. Okay, so Mukherjee, he gives his name. How did the legendary Dr. Sharad Pandey react when you decided to pursue? Good question. When you decided to pursue a career in movies, how did Dr. Sharad Pandey react? We've all read about your father's professional accomplishments, and it would be interesting to know if there was any pressure, which you sort of answered, to pursue a career in medicine. So let's go to the first part. What is the reaction?
So, when I decided to join movies, I sat them down.
Yeah.
I said, Dad and Mom, I have some news for you all. So my dad said, I hope you're not getting married because you're too young.
Yeah.
What kind of news are you trying to break? So I said, I want to join movies. My dad kind of was excited about it because he knew I can't become a doctor. He knew I didn't have it in me. It was my mom who was forcing me. But then they were so encouraging towards it. And my dad said, listen, you have no background of acting, nothing. None of us have ever been in films. We have no knowledge. First you train. So that's why it took me 3 years. He actually made sure I trained.
Oh, you told them this before you had even started trying?
Yeah.
I thought you were telling them just before you got a film or something.
No. My first film,
So you had zero at that point?
Zero. I had only taken part in the 5th standard in a plain school, which I got thrown out of because I started saying everyone else's lines.
Nice.
So they knew this guy's a duffer in studies. He's not going to become a doctor. An actor, though, he'll screw it up, but try for it at least. So they were very encouraging, like all parents are. And I went for it, but I must tell you, when I got my first film, you don't know the story.
No.
It's hilarious. I didn't even tell my parents. After 3 years of struggling, I've got a film because I met my producer in the toilet of a 5-star hotel.
No, you told us this story, but tell it again.
No, so this is what happened. I met him.
This has to be told again, and you should learn it by heart and tell it to all your friends. Go on.
No, so I've told the story before. So let me come to the back part of the story.
No, I want to hear the story again.
Okay.
You're peeing, man. Come on. This is where the great things happen.
Okay, so
treaties are signed. Wars stop.
So Amitabh Bachchan, the great, Amit ji was wearing chudidar kurtas in those days. He was going through that phase.
You tried to copy that.
We were trying to copy him, and I'd also worn a chudidar kurta. I'd gone to this wedding, drunk a lot of beer, and it was time to pee. I'm very good at tying knots, but I can't untie knots.
Also, to be honest, they are damn tough because that thing, it flows over.
Yeah.
It's there, and it's very awkward to remove it up and
then you can't see the knot, and you're trying to open it.
You don't want to look
and
like
stuff.
a fool in front of others.
So here I'm in the bathroom shouting, my bladder is full. Somebody help me, And people are saying, what's wrong with this guy?
Somebody will come and help you by lending a hand.
And to open the knot first.
Yeah, but
then I was optimistic. Suddenly this guy comes. अरे बाबा मैं help करता है. And then he opened my knot.
Sindhi accent.
And then now you're being woke.
Just being careful.
Okay. So then now we're both peeing and we're having this conversation, and he asked me, what do you do? So I said, I'm a model and I'm trying for films. And I said, sir, what do you do? He said, my name is Pelaj Nilani.
Ooh, yeah.
So I said, fuck. He said, I just launched Govind. I removed the word fuck. Okay, sorry. I said, what? I just launched Govinda in a film. Ilzam. Govinda became a superstar after that film.
Overnight, huh?
My pee, everything stopped there. I wanted to hug him without washing my hands. But then anyway. And you know what he told me? He says, you have an interesting face. Come and meet me tomorrow in my office at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Could Pelaj be the same Spanish American lady, but after certain operations? It's not impossible, right? Years later. Huh?
No.
वो same
And
line
migrated
से
to
language
India.
change हो गया उसमें ना? हाँ. क्या
Yeah, from
चेहरा
Spanish
है.
to
Yeah, exactly.
to Sindhi. And next day I went and met him and he says, I'm going abroad tonight. In 1 month, I'm going to come back and start a film with you. Now, first I thought at night it was a party conversation. And the next day I thought maybe he felt bad about that conversation. So I came to meet him and maybe he was trying to get rid of me. So he said, I said, but don't I have to sign anything? He said, what sign? I'll come back and start the film. Just start growing your beard. Now at home, I can't tell people why I'm growing a beard. My mom said, are you going through depression that you're not getting work, that you started growing this beard? Then 2 days before my Muhurat, my mom comes and asks me, I've heard from the grapevine you signed a film and you got a Muhurat in 2 days. So I said, Mom, that guy just told me I'm going to be doing his film, but he didn't make me sign anything. There was nothing concrete. She said, no, I've heard it's on. So again I called him. I said, there's a Muhurat in 2 days. He says, yeah, you have to come to Filmistan studio.
But he hadn't told you.
He just told me you're doing it, but nothing else to it.
But then, how are you supposed to know anything? There's no mobile phone, nothing.
Nothing. In those days, there was nothing. And he had gone abroad for a month. So then if you see my Muhurat shots for my first film, I've got a beard on the first day. Did the Muhurat and then they made me shave and started the film.
But why did you have a beard then?
He wanted me to, I looked too young, so he wanted me to look a little mature.
Was Pelaj medicated at that point? It's very strange behavior. But having said that, he gave you the
Yeah, he
the
gave
first
me the
break.
launch. Yeah. And that's how I got my
Is it
film.
true you wanted to name Ananya Pelaj? Then you said no.
Yeah,
What a story. This is a true story. What a legendary story that his career starts in the toilet. That's why I'm saying when you're in the loo, be respectful to everyone. That's what we learned
Smile
from
at
that.
everybody.
Because तेरा जो कर्मा है, वो वहाँ से start हो जाते हैं.
Bathroom se shuru hota hai.
Exactly, yeah. The
Yeah,
birth of a legend. This is Sea Rock?
This was Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
Never forget
They're next
it.
to each other. Yeah.
Starting of my career.
Yeah.
But I keep telling Ananya, I mean, never underestimate anyone.
Oh, I thought never wear a kurta.
No, that always. But never underestimate anyone because in our industry, anything can happen to anyone at any time.
Up and down is very...
And never
control.
overestimate anyone because if that person has made a hit with someone else, it's not necessary he'll make a hit with you.
Yeah.
So I've seen this too often, very often, more than often. So this is one piece of advice I've always given her. I always tell her, don't mimic anyone, write your own story. You'll have your own
But
sets
I
of...
wanted to ask you one question. When you transfer the thing to the next generation, do your people go with Ananya? The same makeup people, the same spot?
No,
the same...
but of course, I gave her my driver, who's still her driver. Because, you feel a little protective that
Correct.
someone of your own. And finally, she even landed up buying a house in our own building. So, yeah. You don't want your girls to go very far from
That's
you.
all great. But what happens to the guy who's dating her? Because dad's right over the shoulder.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
All their boyfriends.
Yeah. Dad's always there. It's like, yeah.
I always want to be there, but of course, they'll make their own choices and I'm sure they'll be happy.
Are you going to ask her who to marry and all? Are you going to get into that whole thing? Of course, much later date.
Whenever, I'm sure she'll...
So you don't
Whenever it
need to wait.
happens.
I'm asking as a father.
I would like her to
what's
ask
the
me.
point?
I mean,
Huh,
of course.
So what's our role? Do we say yes, no, or it doesn't matter what we say?
I will always say no.
Yeah, I know. My belief is that you should shoot the boyfriend in the leg once, establish a certain dynamic, and then be very, very nice to him after that. But just be very clear. If anything goes wrong, it comes out again. You got that dacoit film with the double barrel, bro. Boom, boom.
Like shoot him once, say sorry, my mistake.
Thank God. What if he's a footballer? You know what I mean?
His career's over.
Terrible. Okay,
Then I'll shoot him in the hand.
But then what about Hand of God? Our generation, greatest footballer. What was your initial reaction when Ananya said in an interview that her father is still struggling because he has not appeared on Coffee with Karan, and post that interview, Ananya appeared again on Karan. So you went twice and you haven't.
It's very sad. But I'm very happy. Karan Johar has launched my daughter. He launched my wife.
Yeah.
I'm waiting now for
Yeah, he just ignored you.
Karan to relaunch me.
Yeah.
So I
Holiday in toilet.
Holiday in
That's
toilet.
where the future is. Yeah.
I tell you, I have to
You
find
ever
out.
go back thinking that
I have
something
to
will
find
happen?
out which toilet Karan is going to and run in there and get a break.
Oh. No, but Chunky, I'm just thinking, if you holiday in you guys don't go there anymore. But if you went there later on, did you ever feel that this is the place, my lucky place? Like cricketers have a lucky ground, people have lucky, areas.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually been there very often after that because I live in Bandra and Sea Rock used to be the big thing.
Yeah.
But so Karan has been a very important thing in my life. And what Ananya was trying to say in that, what I presume was that my dad has not made it to the grade to appear in Coffee with Karan because a lot of A-listers reach it. And that's what she meant. And nor has my dad got a working relationship with Karan Johar that he should give my daughter a chance in the movies. So that's what she was trying to say, but it just got misunderstood. And
So she was actually standing up for you.
she was standing
And saying,
up
I
for
want
me.
my dad here, bro. Show some respect. That's fair.
Yeah.
What's it like? Does she pull your leg at home and all?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot. My girls, they
What do you
tease
think of
me a
your
lot.
old movies and stuff?
You saw Ananya, the first time she saw me dying on screen, she broke down. Yeah,
This as a child, but
yeah, as a child. Like, she couldn't take it. She said, Dad, I don't want to see the films where you die. But she's always been a film buff. And she's loved the comedy films which I've done. Yeah.
But are they critical? Do they say this, that? I mean, now I'm just
You know,
thinking.
it's a different school because now less is more. We always overdid it. Yeah. We were always overacting.
I mean, it's just the clothes to begin with. You just see the outfit and it's going in another direction. Hemisha, one of the regulars, says, what Bangladeshi movie of yours would you recommend for the uninitiated? This is a serious question.
So Shami Keno Ashami and Miro Manush, these were like two big hits of mine. Please watch them.
Yeah. Are they dubbed in Hindi?
Not at all. Why would you want them dubbed in Hindi? You should
Well-
enjoy them in the original language.
Okay, fair. Hina asks, in the last couple of years, people see you as more of a comedic actor, with the Houseful especially. What are the other different roles or scripts you would enjoy doing? But you just again mentioned you've done
Yeah, of
three
course. I
different
mean,
things right now.
I have a lot of dark energy in me. So, of course, the negative roles. Right now, I've got coffee on my nose. And I've not been on Coffee with Karan. I'm thinking maybe you should invite me on the next season. Yeah.
You tell them that you're on podcast with Cyrus for the last 5 times.
5 times.
Okay, this is a much bigger platform. You don't need coffee with Karan. Although we should start giving guests coffee. Jen, it looks really bad. These other Karan Varan are serving coffee, hampers. We give a plastic. First, he may even take this plant. I'm worried. Without the plant, we don't have anything. The plant is our show.
Furniture
Please
is
don't take the
missing.
plant. Yeah.
If
Sometimes
I can go to Starbucks and take the machine, you can imagine what all
yeah,
is
but
going
that's-
from here.
I know.
Ye camera bhi dal dena do teen.
But Chunky, you don't understand. Sometimes the guests have no personality. The plant is everything. We basically talk to the plant only for the second half of the show. World Sucks is a very famous guy. His question is, what is the best character? Oh, such a tough question that you ever played, and why is it? What about Akri Pasta?
Of course, Akri Pasta
But that's the most known or whatever.
He's the most known, but there was this other character which I had done, a Nepali character in Apna Sapna Mani Mani. Oh, sabzi, khokri leke more dalega. So that I'd designed that character around a governess we had looking after my younger one. She was half Nepali, half Bengali. And the way she spoke was, I picked up her accent
the dialect.
and used it for this Nepali character.
Now your accents are fine. First you keep saying I can't do accents.
No, so I cocktail because I can't get
you give
anything.
yourself the flexibility.
Always, because I can't get it right. I'm like your friend Kunal.
Yeah.
I can't
Kunal
remember.
can't learn lines
Yeah, and I can't get
and
accents.
numbers. He's very bad at.
Numbers also. So I can
So
pay
the
him less.
numbers in the thing, he's just getting scared because he knows the number will go wrong.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So this Rana Jang Bahadur was another very loving character which I loved. And then of course Baban from Teza Abya. That character I
That's
played
the
in
best.
Teza
But that's,
Abya.
I think, more my generation thing. We're a proper hero.
Yeah,
That's-
but
that's
that was
a-
fun playing that
That's
character.
the young. I don't think this whole generation has grown up without thinking of you as that actual hero. With this hot stud man who Bhavna fell in love with. Right? Bhavna, are you listening?
Are you listening?
Somewhere in
Bhavna?
Paris, she's on a 7th glass of champagne. Oh, chunky monkey. No idea. Yeah.
Red wine.
Red wine, living the life, La
Living the
Dolce
life.
Vita, whatever it is in the French version. But before we let you go, will you promise that you'll get Bhavna to send one video to my daughter?
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
hi.
What's her name?
Maya.
Maya, of course.
Please.
100%.
Yeah. And whatever the rates are, don't worry, IBM will take out. Don't laugh.
GPay you'll do? Yeah, yeah.
After we pay, we say G. That's what we do. Yeah, that's it. Chunky, thank you so much. I know you're rushing to Malad to shoot something.
Malad West, huh?
Malad West. Wow, yeah, you're a big shot. So this is anything that we should know about? It's a new shoot?
What I'm shooting
film?
for right now is it's a film with Huma Qureshi.
So much work. I think you're working more than your
Touch wood.
daughter.
Touch
yeah,
wood.
touch wood. But,
Yeah, touch wood.
but look at the
I told you it's
you simultaneously do
I told
three
you
projects.
it's reverse nepotism.
It may be, but fact of the matter is, have you ever been this busy? I'm just thinking.
No.
Like I'm sure that if
No,
you,
of course, in the old days, of course, we used to do like three shifts.
yeah.
We used to do a 7 to 2, 2 to 10, and a 7 to 2 at night.
In one go?
In one go, and this we did for like 2-3 years in a row. So it was a lot of fun then. And now recently, when I did a double shift, I was so excited that I'm shooting for 2 films in one day.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of the old days. But you know, when we made films in those days, producers actually put their houses on Girvi, the wife's jewelry on Girvi, because
true.
they wanted to tell a story. And that's why we made
Or
all
they
those
didn't like their wives.
Oh, they didn't like their wives. Yeah. Chalo ghar bech do, jewelry bech do. But there was a lot of passion in telling stories then. Of course, it's still there now. And those films, the makers who have passion, tell their stories so well. So it's just the numbers have changed. Cinema will always be cinema. You know, the time I came, Cyrus, they said cinema is shutting down. I came in 87 when VHS came out.
Right.
But cinema only got bigger. Then they said,
I'm still surviving.
no, then they said, अबे तो 100% बंद होगा.
Yeah.
क्यों क्या हो गया?
Video.
नहीं, VHS came when I came.
Correct.
Then they said now TVs become very big. Then came LDs, DVDs.
DVD.
Finally came OTT and they said 100% now it will shut. Then came Bahubali, Jawan, Pathan,
Animal.
So the cinema will only keep getting bigger. I mean, you know, the experience of going and watching a film in a theatre, those 300 people laughing, crying, you know, enjoying it, that is cinema. And it's not going
Only thing
anywhere.
is, I find it very expensive for a full family. That's what I do, is I pretend that I don't have a family and I don't watch a movie. Then it's more affordable.
Then you come home and tell your family the story.
No, I don't tell them. I just,
You don't eat popcorn
no,
also?
I say I've gone for a shoot, which is not a full lie, because I'm going to see a sort of shooting thing. Yeah.
Correct.
Popcorn's too expensive, Chunky. What
Damn
kind of conjuicy
expensive.
are you?
No, but हमारे time में क्या होता था? We used to have the samosa wala.
Much cheaper, Baba, our time.
No, but they used to also give us solid galis.
Yeah.
तेरे picture में अपने समोसे बिके नहीं because the public
Would you
didn't
say
come.
But would you dare
I've
go
had
to
a
the
black market
As a
here.
star, you went to the cinema?
Huh?
You went to the cinema after you became a star?
Yeah, and I've been abused by the samosa walas also. I have had a black market here who once came to my set and he put a garland on me. Because he says in the first year in 87, I had Agia, Paap Ki Duniya and Tezab in a matter of 1
All
year.
hits, yeah.
And this guy did so much black marketing that he bought 3 taxis and put them out.
Wow.
He made so much money. And he actually came and garlanded me. I was so happy.
And today he's one of the biggest producers in Bollywood, right?
I don't know.
Who
No,
shoot
but
in
this guy
Malad
was
is
a-
waiting for you. Yeah.
But in those days, you know, because the lack of cinema theatres and, you know, black marketing, 100 ka 200 mein bikta tha. It was a great thing, yaar.
These guys don't know anything about the whole black marketing thing.
Yeah, you know.
I was trying to tell my kids that they have no idea what it means.
No, it was
when the
beautiful.
films are super hit.
So,
whatever.
I mean, my kids don't even know what the world was without a mobile phone. So,
Really
yeah.
scary.
It's...
Unbelievable. You spoiled. As we end, one last question. If you were to choose between Bhavna and your kids, who would you choose and why? Suppose I'm a terrorist and I've got these people. I say I can give you back only one out of your kids and your wife.
I take the terrorist.
Sahi jawab. You win 10,000 rupees and a taxi.
Because the other 3 also terrorized me.
Imagine terrorist calls you up and says, "Boss, मेरे को लेके जाना please. मुझे ransom नहीं चाहिए, मुझे घर चाहिए."
इनको ले जाओ.
Yeah, superb. All right, that was Chunky Pandey. He's off to shoot in Malad. I'm off to play with whatever I can find at home, metaphorically. And hopefully we'll see him soon. He's all over the place, or everywhere from OTT to features, everywhere. If you want him for private parties, you still do.
I
appearances.
do private parties, I do mundans, I even do funerals.
Funerals are great.
But I don't cry at them.
But
I mean,
extra.
for crying you have to pay extra.
Pay extra, yeah. But you got these shades, so you can't tell if you're crying or not, right? It shows your crying face last, please.
If there's one thing I've not done, I've not cried in a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do emotional roles. It
What are you
doesn't
saying?
come
You've
to
never
me.
cried in such a big body of work?
I mean,
You
I've
must-
done, I've
let's
cried,
check.
but-
In Bangladesh, after the hot sun, you may have cried, but it's not in the script.
No, in the first film, I've cried in 2-3. I look very funny when I cry.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like laughing when I see myself crying.
So let's have the cry now as we end.
Say you're not paying me for the show, then I'll cry.
I felt it. Okay, I'm really feeling it now. Bro, it's hitting me hard. Okay,